This clip was taken from the series Asking for a Friend, what we all think but think we shouldn't. The entire series can be found at fromthefray.com/asking.
All right, keep going, verse 7 through 9. Extortion turns wise people into fools, and bribes corrupt the heart. Finishing is better than starting. Patience is better than pride. Control your temper, for anger labels you a fool. What do you do when you don't know what to do? Well, you remember that finishing is better than starting. If you're in a tough spot, keep moving forward. Finishing is better than starting. And Solomon needs to say this because there's usually plenty of excitement at the beginning of something. A new project, a new job, a new baby. Those things are easier to get excited about than a 16-year-old kid with an attitude. Excitement is at the beginning. It's easy to be excited about a new marriage. But what matters is finishing those things with integrity. Finishing is better than starting. I don't care how fancy your wedding was, how big of a party, how much money you spent. I don't care if your wedding cake was 20 feet tall and a gorilla jumped out. Who cares? All that matters is 50 years later, are you sitting together on the porch holding each other's old wrinkled hands? Finishing is better than starting. Finishing. I tell kids that try to get me to marry them all the time, you've heard me say this before, if you want me to marry you, you're going to spend 6 weeks with me trying to talk you out of getting married. I'm going to tell you everything that could possibly go wrong and all the reasons why you are going to want to quit. And if you still want to get married, then maybe I might do it, because I promise you, you're going to want to quit. You're not going to want to finish. You're going to want to quit. I know, I wanted to quit in my marriage, and I'm the ugly one, and I still wanted to quit at times. I'm glad I didn't, because finishing is better than starting. Solomon gives us at least 2 things we do when we take our eyes off of a good finish. When we're not thinking about finishing well, then verse 7, we start to look for shortcuts. We try to either force or extort other people into doing what we want, or we try to bribe our way to the front of the line. The answer is verse 8. Patience is better than pride. Don't look for shortcuts. Don't try to force your way by breaking the rules, or cheating, or giving bribes, or trying to find a loophole. Listen, Christians don't look for loopholes. We don't do that. Christians don't say, well, who is my neighbor? Who do I really have to love like a neighbor? We don't do that. We know that patience is better than pride. Finishing is better than starting. If another thing that we do when we take our mind off of finishing well, verse 9, is we lose our temper and we throw fits, demanding that we get our way right now. I don't want to wait to the end. I want what I want, and I want it right now. Few things show how we really feel, where our faith and our fears really lie, than the way we respond when we don't get what we want. You're not getting what you want from your spouse? How are you handling that? You're not getting what you want from God? How are you handling that? You don't get what you want at work? How are you responding to those situations? Are you thinking about quitting? Because finishing is better than starting. Finishing is what matters. Again, verse 8 tells us patience is better than pride. Patience will get you to the end and help you finish.